It's
Yeah.
the real deal.
Testing.
Yes, yes.
There
And
we
we're
go.
live.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, one person on there. Right? Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Happy National Indigenous Peoples Day 2020. So we're live here today from the Metro Vancouver Aboriginal Executive Council office space, and I'm joined with Cliff White, the CEO of MVAC, and he's going to do a little bit of an introduction and some welcoming remarks. So with that, Cliff, welcome.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Clint. Today, Clint has a very good roster of performers that will be doing through the, what do you call this? Internet
Live stream.
live stream. But before that, we'd like to thank the Coast Salish people, the Musqueam, the Squamish, and the Tsleil-Waututh for allowing us to do this work in their unceded territory. A very important part for our National Indigenous Peoples Day. And also, congratulations to all of the fathers. Happy Father's Day to everybody as well. And we just want to say that it's been a very tough time for everyone across Canada with COVID-19. It's also been very tough for Indigenous people with the death of a couple of women back east. So we had to bring some back to British Columbia. And also to those who, who have lost some loved ones during these trying times. Our hearts do go out to you. But the one thing that we want to make sure is that, that we take this opportunity to spread the love and the affection for each other, our cultural identities, First Nations, Métis, Inuit. We want to make sure that everyone is touching base with their families locally. So thank you and welcome to everyone across the nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cliff. All right. So with that, Cliff, if you don't mind opening the group and the sessions with an opening prayer.
Okay.
That's fine.
So in the traditions of our Gitga'ala elders, and I will open with a word of prayer and a song, and just I'll start with the song, and it's O miani qam qoden, O miani qam qoden, O miani qam qoden, qam qoden dakam. We got getting warm some more get we nagwadam got jim lakaga. Scholen oils at noon miani, well at noon them in the dent kakani geta luwal de jimwa. Noon miani better the hag the skani ni gwasum kanui and a wan. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Cliff. All right. Thank you, Cliff White, the CEO for Metro Vancouver Aboriginal Executive Council. We are I'm also an employee of MVAC, and we are graciously hosting this event. Before I introduce our first performer, I would just like to thank Van City and First Nations Health Authority for your sponsorship. So first off, we have Patrick Nippy from the Kiniston Saulteaux Nation. Patrick is a hoop dancer who will be representing his hoop dance around the circle of life. It is an ideology that is based on the dancer's doctrine, beliefs, values, and culture. There are many different styles and interpretation for each dance. The hoop dance was formed to create traditional designs of the dancer. Hoop dancers dancing all allowed dancers to show a visual story of creation and how life is connected with changes and transition. Today, Patrick will be presenting us with traditional designs such as the letter of life, eagle, budding of the flower, thunderbird, Mother Earth, sunburst, nest, and world. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Patrick Nippy. Nation. Thank you, Patrick. So our next group is a group of individuals that created an outreach program, or a group of outreach resource workers from all nations, and they're actually called All Nations Outreach, and they have a short greeting that they'd like to wish everyone for Happy National Indigenous Peoples Day. So with that, I give you All Nations Outreach Society.
On hot squalls, good day everyone. Welcome to National Indigenous Peoples Day here in the territory of the Squamish, Musqueam and Tsleil-Waututh peoples. Really want to acknowledge everyone that's making today possible and to share good words, good feelings, good vibes, and lots of awesome entertainment that's going to happen throughout the day. I also like to acknowledge All Nations Outreach and the work that James Harry Sr. started, and where other outreach workers and other nations are coming together to support our families, friends, and relatives that live on the downtown east side. So with that, please continue to enjoy what's going to happen throughout the day, National Indigenous Peoples Day. OCM.
Yaut, Emas Muspiji, Gukulu, Angwa. I'm James Harry. I'm from the Haida Nation. I'm Elko Nation. Acknowledge the lands they're on, the Squamish, the Tsleil-Waututh, and the Musqueam. And hats off to the organizers for this day. So, June 1st, 2017, we started this this outreach program through the Haida Nation. And give you a little history. The very first day on the job, I was messaged by a distraught mother that her daughter was lost in the downtown east side, and asked if I could look for her. So I said I'd do my best, and we luckily found her within 2 hours. And in that meeting, I told her, I'm here on behalf of the Haida Nation. I want you to know you're not alone. And she just burst out crying after she heard those words, because she felt she was so alone. And after that meeting, that positive meeting, and walking around downtown east side, establishing a route, seeing our people who were lost and lonely and felt alone, that I felt how beautiful that moment was with our member, and how personal it was, nation to nation, helping each other. And that's where I started getting that vision of having all our nations working together, supporting each other under one roof. And that's where the vision went, and I started getting the word out. And luckily I had my adopted sister Angie. I let her know, and she got the ball rolling for the Nishka, and then it went out to Stephanie. Then next thing you know, we have Nishka have an outreach worker, and in these 3 years, I've been fortunate to be blessed with good people coming my path to help not only in my healing journey, but to help me with this outreach program. And so Deb Baker came on board about a month ago, and things just took off. And meeting different connections from the city council to big companies that all want to help get this going. I feel it's a beautiful program. I feel it's a program that's going to help our people get off the streets and get them the help they need and show them that they're loved. I want to thank the organizers for today, and thanks for this opportunity. And I encourage all nations that are out there that are listening, do not forget your people on the downtown east side. They're still our people. They're still people. They just took a different path, and we need to help them get back on track. So this program, not only I only do it here, but I also go home and do it back in the Haida Nation. So taking it back to the homelands as well has proved successful. So it can be done. You know, our people are hurting. Our people are still reeling. There's still the effects of that intergenerational trauma, and it's up to us to fix this generation to fix it. Wow, thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Clint Barton from the Nisga'a Nation. I'm also a member of James's outreach team and just supporting wherever I could. And I'd like to thank the organizers, the host organization, Metro Vancouver Aboriginal Executive Council, for this opportunity, and also wishing everyone out there a very happy National Indigenous Peoples Day. And from being a Nisga'a Nation rep and having the opportunity to positively impact or influence someone's healing journey is a real blessing for myself. And I'd like to thank James for reaching out to me as a form of giving back and just helping out wherever I could. And with that, we hope you enjoy your National Indigenous Peoples Day, and we hope you're enjoying the show. And yeah, best of luck. Thanks.
Good afternoon. My name is Gudad. My English name is Andrea Doolin. I also come from the Nisga'a Nation, and I'm extremely proud to be a part of the All Nations outreach team and to be here to assist the best that I can. I'd also like to wish everybody a happy Indigenous Day. Enjoy your day, and I look forward to the work that we're going to do. I look forward to meeting more people and bringing our hearts and minds together as one, and just being able to support each other as our nation should. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Hector. I'm from the Gitsan Nation. I'm part of the All Nations Outreach Society, and I want to wish everybody happy Indigenous Day, and look forward to continue to volunteer and be part of this great organization, and I want to thank everybody again. Okay.
So I finish off with we've had some positive feedback, as I mentioned. Deb has really stepped up and brought some good people and good organizations into our path, and as well other nations have inquired. I've talked to two more today, and so today we have the Nisga'a Nation who have their outreach program going, and they're doing a beautiful job helping their people down here. Squamish Nation, we met with them with the past couple of weeks, and they're keen to be on board. I've talked to the Haidas, talked to the Helshik, and they're all looking to move forward on that as well as Northern Shuswap. So things are moving forward, and they're looking up, and we're looking forward to having as many nations on board as possible. Thank you. Wow.
So thank you, All Nations Outreach. So that was a pre-recorded message that we've given participants an opportunity to send a video, whether of their dance performance or a greeting. In this case, thank you to All Nations Outreach for your video greeting. We'll appreciate it. Up next, we have Shaylis Thunderbird dance group. They'll be sharing songs with history of the coastal and river people of the Pacific Northwest and Salish Sea. We have a family group for many First Nations, including Stolo, Musqueam, Stutlas, Stanaimuk, Nuchanoth, Squamish, and other surrounding tribes. Sharing history through song and dance as a family group that has traveled and shared with many venues with other groups such as Smoky Valley and Chatsu Stalquea, making new ventures with a new beginning. The Salish Thunderbird hope to electrify audiences with energetic songs and dances to educate the world of our unwritten shared history of people and heritage. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Salish Thunderbird.
Afternoon, all of our friends, relatives, Indian people nationwide. We are Chwomuk Squaquas. We, as it was mentioned, we represent a lot of different territories, a lot of different people. Stalo, Musqueam, Nanaimo, Nuchonlith, Okanagan. We have a lot of different history within our group. We're a very small group here this afternoon, and we're very honored and privileged to share some history and songs. The first song that we shared was our Thunderbird clap. If you translate our name, Shwachwas is Thunderbird in our language, and that song was composed by one of our original group members, Frankie Leon from the Stahlis people. Sinchien is his name. We changed it, made it a little bit faster for our boys to dance to, but that was just a little bit of an introduction. The first beat is a paddle song beat, and when we sing a paddle song, when we go into traditional territories here along the coast, when we're singing the song, we're letting the people know, the host tribes know, that we're coming with good intentions, that we're coming to celebrate, that we're coming to have a good time. If we were not singing any songs, we wouldn't be coming with good intentions. So today, being National Indigenous Peoples Day, we're coming with good intentions to share a little bit. And that was our introduction, our entrance, and introduction of ourselves. The next song we're going to share is our running song. And in our Coast Salish people's history, we share a lot in common. One of the things that we had in our territories, including the territory we live in, the shared territories of the Musqueam, the Tsleil-Waututh, the Squamish people, we had runners. And our runners would be our young warriors back in the day before contact, and they would be either be at the furthest part of our territory or they would be within our village, and they would help bring message to other territories, or we would send them to send message to another territory. And one of the unwritten true histories of our people is we've all heard the name Simon Fraser, who our river is named after here in British Columbia. He wrote a book, and in part of his passage in his book, he wrote that he came down the river in canoes, and he came upon the Musqueam territory, and the Musqueam people turned him around. He said that he was greeted by hostile Musqueam natives, and he never wrote why he was greeted with from the hostile Indians. They were telling him to turn around and go bring back the canoes that he had taken without permission from a tribe up north of the river, up the river. Our runners came down and they told the Musqueam people that these Quinitams, these non-natives, took their canoes and they wanted them back. So that's what the Musqueam people did. They turned them around and said, go bring those canoes back. So that's a true unwritten history that's been passed down. And we pay tribute to those runners. This song was brought out by our late brother Wassel Tull, and it's the running song that pays tribute to the runners. That was our running song. As you could hear, there was different speeds in the song, and the first speed was kind of like you were just starting out, or you were going up like a hill or a mountain because it's a little bit slower. As it got faster, it was like when you were going on a flat surface, and when it got really fast, it's like when you're running downhill. And it pays tribute to a really important part of our history. With a lot of our tribes up and down the coast here, a lot of us had those runners, or what we would call some of our watchmen and some of our young warriors. The next song we're going to share is our warrior song, and it pays tribute to those young warriors that looked after our people. And we also pay respect to the modern day warriors today that look after us, our chief and councils, our certain politicians, our healthcare workers, especially today with this pandemic that we have going on. We pay tribute to them, those frontline workers. In our way, we would say warriors. So this is our warrior song, our tribute to the warriors, the modern day, and our old warriors. This song was brought out by my younger sister, Roseanne Green. And this is our warrior song. That was our warrior song. I just want to explain a little bit, I guess, about some of our clothing and our regalia that we're wearing, that we're using. As you can see, some of our shirts, our jackets have paddles on them, and they represent our families, that we're paddle people, that we travel along the water. That was our main highway. As you can see, the young men, they have various parts to their regalia. They have rattles on their legs. These rattles would they come from, majority of the time, from deer or elk, and these rattles would give them, they would harness the strength and the speed, the stamina of the deer. They would have shawls, and what we would have is our warmth today. And as well, the headdresses would represent that they come from stature of certain families. We're going to share another song that is, we pay tribute to our slahal. And if you don't know what slahal is, the term to slahal, it's widely known as stick game. It's a gambling game that our people would play. And this game connects us to a lot of different people up and down the coast, as far as the Northwest Territories, the Yukon, down through California and Oklahoma. We all play the game a little bit different, but the history of our people here, we could go back to the beginning of time when our people, the humans, lived outside the longhouse. The animal kingdom was the ones that lived inside the longhouse. And they would play this game after dinner, late into the night, and they would gamble their looks. They would gamble how they appeared out in the world. The humans were the slaves at that time to the animal kingdom. And one night they went in and they said, we want to come join you and play this game, play this gamble with you. And the animal kingdom kind of laughed, and they said, you don't have any songs, you don't have anything to bargain with. So the humans said, well, if you win, we'll be your slaves and look after you for the rest of the time. So the animal said, sure. And they said, well, what do you want if you win? And they said, well, if we win, we want to come live in the longhouse, and then you look after us for the rest of the time. Long story short, we all know how that ends. We were the ones that ended up in the longhouse, and the animals became the ones that looked after us. But in our history, we look after the animals still. We have different ceremonies that we do to look after when our young men go out to provide wild meat or fish for our families. We look after it through different ceremonies. So this is just a part of paying tribute to that game that's been here for many, many years, and to the animal kingdom, the history of our people and the animal world. I'm going to try to be a little bit long-winded here and give our boys here a moment to catch their breath. Quomoxquaquas, we are just relatively new, like we were introduced. We are part of two other groups as well. Smoky Valley is our powwow style group, and we started out with Satsu Stelkaya, or Coastal Wolf Pack, in 2009, leading up to the Olympics here in Vancouver. We came out with this name with some of the songs that were shared with our family, and there's some other songs, a lot of other songs we have. The next one we're going to share a very short version of is our song entitled Many Haichkas. This song, the word Haichka is the shortest word that we have in our language for thank you, and basically it's many thank yous. Amongst a lot of our coastal people, what we would do is we would raise our hands and we would say thank you. That would be saying thank you without saying any words. But we could also say Haichka, and that would be our word for thank you. There's water right there. So we want to say thanks to the organizers for inviting us here today to share a little bit of our history, a little bit of our heritage through song and dance. We hope that everybody is being well and safe that are out there across Turtle Island throughout this hard time. And we want to relay the message to keep washing your hands and looking after yourself, not only for yourself, but for your elders and your young people. Our two dancers here today have been dancing since they were 4 or 5 years old, since they were very young. So you see our children, they learn this as we teach them, and we try to bring them up with this culture. And we have to keep this going, and by us being able to do this shows that we've won. We're victorious with keeping our culture alive through our young people, and they're very, very proud. Our children, they enjoy dancing, they enjoy singing, and they're very, very sad and lonely for our culture, our cultural events that have been put on hold over the past 3 months. And we're, like I said, we are very grateful, thankful for those that invited us here today. And we'll do a quick verse of many haichkas, many thank yous, and then I believe we'll paddle our way home, thanking the organizers here today. I'll just do one verse, this dance right away. our Many Haishka song. The final song we're going to share with you is entitled One Speed. It's a paddle song from one of our other group members, our son Francis Jr. And in it, the message is we have to travel and learn to go at one speed in life. We can't be in a hurry, and we can't move too slow so as to miss anything. So we have to be able to have patience to go at one speed and accept things and be able to deal with them in a healthy manner. So we're going to do this as our closing, as our paddling home. Once again, we'd like to thank the organizers here today for inviting us to come share a little bit, and we hope that you enjoy your viewing for this year's 2020 National Indigenous Peoples Day, or Aboriginal Day, or Daboriginal Day for all the bingo players that are missing out on playing bingo today. Thank you very much. This is our final paddle song. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
Thanks, guys. Safe travels. So again, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned earlier, we've had to change up our way to have Indigenous Day celebration due to the pandemic, and we've been fortunate enough to be able to do this live stream. And just a little note that we've always had this particular event has been held annually at Trout Lake, which attracts about 5,000 people per year. And so many blessings go out to the vendors, the dancers, and the performers. I hope you're all doing okay and surviving as Indigenous folks can survive. We've been here a long time and we're still here, so blessings to you all. Up next we have a winning composer, musician, and singer, Sandy Schofield. She has studied classical, jazz, African, Indonesian, gamelan, and electroacoustic music. A Métis from Sotu and Cree Nations. She hails from 4 generations of fiddlers, singers, and musicians. Among her 4 recordings to date, she has won 5 Canadian Aboriginal Music Awards, a Canadian Folk Music Award, an Indian Summer Music Award, a Western Canadian Music Award, and received 3 consecutive Juno nominations. Over the years, she has mentored innumerable First Nations singers and songwriters in the way of rudimentary music theory, vocal techniques, songwriting craft, and music industry protocol. She has toured to festivals on 5 continents with the Intentional Rainforest World Music Festival in Borneo 2011, making the 5th. She has composed her dance, film, television, and theater with the Aboriginal welcoming song for the 2010 Olympic opening ceremonies, the highlight to date. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce, and again, thank you, Sandy, for submitting a video for us to play live for this National Indigenous Peoples Day 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Sandy Schofield.
Dansi, my name is Sandy Schofield. I'm Cree, Soto, and French. My family identifies as Métis. Happy National Indigenous Day, everybody. It's a good day to be brown. I have a new CD coming out, and I'm going to do a few songs from that CD. It's called Red Earth. telephone pole. It tumbled down to the ground below, landed on fresh fallen snow. His eyes were open wide, staring into the sky. I wondered where had he flown. Feathers spread wide, black as the night sky. Did he grow alone? Red valentines scattered across the floor remind me I once was your girl. But love tumbled down to the frozen ground. Kisses I'm missing now. Our eyes were open wide, love big as the sky. I wondered why did it die? Hearts big as the moon, lit like a night in June, gone by the dawn's early light. How could I know? How could I know? How could I know I'd be alone? Now two shiny crows are outside my window and they're perched on the telephone wire. I see them fly off into the sunshine and I'm waiting for your return. My eyes are open wide, bright as the blue sky. I know they're waiting for me. My heart is opening like crows flying free. Love is on my sleeve. Now I know. Now I know. Now I know I won't be alone. Thank you. Hi, Chimaquach. Okay, I'm going to do a song now that I wrote when my father passed away. Okay, I'm going to write a song. I'm going to play a song that I wrote when my father passed away, and it's a hopeful song. It's a song about knowing that we're going to be together again, really. Here's a place where I keep you up in a frame on the wall in DNA. Okay. Our body's definitely carrying the memories of our ancestors. We've all done something, and then our Quilcom says, oh, that's just like Uncle Fred used to do. And you go, gee, I'm predisposed to this because my relation did this. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of traditional songs for you. I wrote a song. Many of us Indigenous songwriters want to honor the sacredness of water, and so we've written songs about water. And here's my song, Nippy. Thank you. Hi. Lots of people know Ray Thunderchild. He's an actor, fantastic singer. He comes from a family of very well-known singers in Saskatchewan, the Little Child Singers. I had the honor of meeting his father quite a number of years ago, and I'll tell you, Ray looks just like him. Okay, so this song is called Maskiki, which means medicine. family did that song 3 times through. And I know it's our tradition to do them 4 times through. I don't know why I did that. I just stopped. On this recording that I have coming out, I've got Deanna Jestrin. She's a Stalo gal, and Statliam Stalo, and Andrea Menard, who's another Cree Métis gal, singing with me. So we go off. We have a beautiful arrangement of this. So I hope that you can support me and have a listen to that CD and possibly purchase it when it comes out. Should be out by September. Okay, I've got a couple more songs for you. I want to perform a song that I wrote for with Tina Fontaine, and it's dedicated to Colton Boushie. And I wrote it about a year. It's not a totally current song. And okay, good. Yeah, it's just in loving memory of them. It's just to honor them. It's exactly 1 year since we buried you. We put down tobacco, some for Tina too. There's still a bridge in the city, trembling on land. Hearts are sad, some are full of pity. Time to take a stand. Hey little brother, hey little sister, fly up from the stars. Beautiful little hummingbirds, dance where you are. Hey little brother, hey little sister, now you're flying free. Beautiful Mount Pacey sus, dance where you are. He was young, she was younger, dressed in eagle down. Their only crime, their only sin was that their skin was brown. Theirs was life, light shining brightly up the road ahead. But justice is an empty word, Stanley's free instead. Hey little brother, hey little sister, fly from the stars. Beautiful little hummingbirds, dance where you are. Hey little brother, hey little sister, now you're flying free. I'm old Pacey sus, high up in the tree. How did we lose you so young? At the hands of a white man's shiny gun. Jury said no guilt. Yeah, right, there was none. You could have been my daughter, my beautiful son. Wild horses in the meadow, wild salmon in the sea. Eagles fly up on high above old standing trees. It's exactly 1 year now, and soon it will be 2. Your memory we don't forget, we won't forget about you. Beautiful hummingbird, well, Thank you so much. I've got one more song for you, and I want to thank you all for tuning in today. There's so many things going on around the country, so much talent, so many of our people that are out sharing the gifts the Creator has given them. This very last song I wrote with my good friend Kenny Starr. We've done some writing together in the past, and we said, hey, let's write a song together again. So I'm sure you're going to recognize what she contributed to. It's called The Traveler. And once again, I want to thank you all for tuning in today, and happy National Indigenous Day. My name is Sandy Schofield, and watch for my new CD. I am a weary traveler, been traveling this road alone. Where I am headed, I'm not sure, so far no places felt like home. Ooh la la, ti da. Ooh la la, la ti da. Ooh la la, la ti da. Oh, 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 oh. I have no children, you can see, 'cause trauma had a hold of me. Each one is now a memory. I keep on walking. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, la dee da. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, la dee da. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, la dee da. Oh, 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 I got no babies, none you can see. You don't know me, you don't know my journey. I can still see her standing beside me. I just wish she could write her own history, but her days were cut short. Yeah, I'll bleed for it, there's never enough time to properly grieve it. She's the star system now and always. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, la dee da. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, la dee da. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, la dee da. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, la dee da. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, la dee da. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, la dee da. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, la dee da. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy Schofield. Much appreciated. So again, as mentioned, we've given performers opportunities to send a video because of the pandemic. We've had to resort to a live stream event. So I really appreciate that, Sandy, for your submission, and I hope folks you really enjoyed that. And also, just a quick shout out, we are getting your chats, people, so thank you, and hello everyone. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, and to all the fathers, happy Father's Day. Up next we have DJ Osho. So DJ Osho brings 10 plus years of experience in the industry. She has dedicated herself to her passion of music, chiseling out her niche as a female hip-hop and R&B DJ in Vancouver. Osho delivers energy-filled playlists customized for your unique event. Whether you're hosting an industry party, planning your wedding or birthday or other special event, Osho creates memorable sets, proving time and time again that diversity makes beautiful music. DJ Osho has experience teaching with an inspired approach. She is an inspirational speaker, having traveled across the country to bring ambition and to drive all generations, and is an elected member and spokesperson for the Squamish Nation Chief and Council. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I present DJ Osho.
Happy National Indigenous Peoples Day. My name is DJ Osho, and I'm representing the Squamish Nation. Big shout out to DJ Shub. That's who this is right now. So here we go.
tonight, 'cause my feeling is just so right as we dance by the moonlight. Can't you see you're my delight? Lady, I just feel like I won't get you out of my mind. I feel love for the first time, and I know that it's true. I can tell by the look in your eyes. check my neck. Baby, how you feel? Feeling good as hell. Head toss, check my neck. Baby, how you feel? Feeling good as hell. Woo, God at the pool. Gone, got your shoulder thoughts. Keep it moving, yes, Lord. Trying to get some loose in there, swimwear, going to the pool. Come now, come dry your eyes. You know you a star, you can touch the sky. I know that it's hard, but you have to try. If you need advice, let me simplify. If we don't love you anymore, just walk your fine ass out the door. I do my head talk, check my lips. Baby, how you feel? Feeling good as hell. Head talk, check my lips. Baby, how you feel? Feeling good as hell. Girl, you can kick off your shoes. Gotta take a deep breath, time to focus on you. All the big fights, long nights that you can do. I got a bottle of tequila, I've been saving for you. Balls up and finger light. You can have it all, no sacrifice. I know we did you wrong, we can make it right. So go and let it all hang out tonight. Cause we don't love you anymore. So I'm your fine ass out the door. And do your head talk, check my lips. Baby, how you feel? Feeling good as hell. Head talk, check my lips. Baby, how you feel? Feeling good as hell. Head talk, check my lips. Baby, how you feel? Feeling good as hell. Head talk, check my lips. Baby, how you feel? Feeling good as hell. Yeah. Listen, if we don't love you anymore, then walk your fine ass out the door. And do your head talk, check my lips. Baby, how you feel? Feeling good as hell. Head talk, check my lips. Baby, how you feel? Feeling good as hell. Head talk, check my lips. Baby, how you feel? Feeling good as hell. Head talk, check my lips. Baby, how you feel? Feeling good as hell.
afraid I'm much too emotional to be an artist, really, to be a really good one, to be on the job all the time. I guard my heart pretty well these days because I'm afraid if I ever fell in love again and I met the wrong woman, I don't imagine I'll live. I have a very fragile heart, and I put on a pretty rough exterior, pretty thick. I imagine some lady will penetrate it again one day. I hope she's the right one.
Remember the day I set you free. I told you you could always count on me, darling. From that day on, I made a vow. I'll be there when you want me, some way, somehow. Oh, baby, there ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you. Question, tell me what you think about me. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own ring. Only ring your celly when I'm feeling lonely. When it's all over, please get up and leave. Question, tell me how you feel about this. Try to control me, boy, you get dismissed. Pay my own condo and I pay my own bills. Always 50-50 in relationships. The shoes on my feet, I bought it. The clothes I'm wearing, I bought it. The rock I'm rocking, I bought it. 'Cause I depend on me. If I want it, the watch I'm wearing, I bought it. The house I live in, I bought it. The car I'm driving, I bought it. I depend on me. I depend on me. All the women, throw your hands up at me. All the money, making money, throw your hands up at me. All the mamas, drop the dollar, throw your hands up at me. All the ladies, feel me, throw your hands up at me. I depend on me. On it, on it, I bought it. On it, on it, on it, on it, I bought it. On it, on it, I depend on me. On it, on it, I bought it. On it, on it, on it, on it, I bought it. On it, throw your hands up at me. Girl, I didn't know you could get down like that. Charlie, how your angels get down like that. Girl, I didn't know you could get down like that. Charlie, how your angels get down like that. Tell me how you feel about this. Do what I want, live how I wanna live. I work hard and sacrifice to get what I get. Ladies, it ain't easy being independent. Question, how'd you like this knowledge that I brought? Bragging on that cash that he gave you as a front. If you're gonna brag, make sure it's your money you fund. You don't know one else to give you what you want. The shoes on my feet, I bought it. Clothes I'm wearing, I bought it. The rock I'm rocking, I bought it. 'Cause I depend on me. If I want it, the watch I'm wearing, I bought it. The house I live in, I bought it. The car I'm driving, I bought it. I depend on me. I depend on me. All the women, throw your hands up at me. All the money, making money, throw your hands up at me, baby. Drop the dollar, throw your hands up at me. All the ladies, feel me, throw your hands up at me. Get down like that, Charlie, how your angels get down like that. Girl, I didn't know you could get down like that. Charlie, how your angels get down like that. I depend on me. On it, on it, I bought it. On it, on it, on it, on it, I bought it. On it, on it, I depend on me. On it, on it, I bought it. On it, on it, on it, on it, I bought it. On it, throw your hands up at me. Girl, I didn't know you could get down like that. Charlie, how your angels get down like that. Girl, I didn't know you could get down like that. Charlie, how your angels get down like that. Girl, I didn't know you could get down like that. Charlie, how your angels get down like that. Girl, I didn't know you could get down like that. Charlie, how your angels get down like that.
My name is DJ Osho. Thank you very much for having me today. This will be my last song of the afternoon. So happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Thank you.
Thank you, DJ Osho. Another amazing performance coming from our very own DJ from the Squamish Nation. Thank you, DJ Osho. In case you're just tuning in, we've been live since around 12:30. Thank you to those who have joined us and have stuck around to watch the performances. We do have a good program continuing on here. And yeah, again, happy Indigenous Peoples Day today, and happy Father's Day to all your fathers. I hope you're enjoying your time with your children. So we do have a greeting from Access here in Vancouver. Access stands for Aboriginal Community Career Employment Services Society. Access began as a cooperative venture of the urban Indigenous community of Greater Vancouver. It was first conceived by the Native Education College, Vancouver Aboriginal Friendship Center Society, and United Native Nations Society. These organizations entered into a 5-year Aboriginal Human Resources Development Agreement with Human Resources Development Canada. This urban ARDA provided the means and framework for the creation and implementation of labor market development initiatives. So we do have a greeting from their organization to share with you. Thank you, Access, for submitting your video. And let's go to Access.
Tanse, Sherry Sinclair, the Sanigasun, Access Natatuscan. Hi, my name is Sherry Sinclair and I work for Access. We would like to acknowledge the unceded territory of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh Nations. On behalf of Access, I would like to welcome every one of you to celebrate National Indigenous Day with us. Access would also like to thank the National Indigenous Day Organizing Committee for their tireless efforts to ensure the success of this virtual event for all of you. Access is continuing to serve the urban Indigenous population in the Lower Mainland. Please call us today at 604-913-7933. Egose, te Pregiche.
Hi, I'm George. I'd like to inform you of Access's new protocols when coming in to visit our offices. Access is excited to announce that our employment services offices are now open by appointment only. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for your patience as we stood together in isolation for the well-being of our friends, family, and community. Please do not come into the office until your scheduled time. If you arrive early, please wait outside as there's only one person permitted in the office per appointment. Access urges that all visitors use the provided hand sanitizer and face masks as you enter the building. We ask that all staff and visitors follow all posted safety requirements. Please remember to maintain social distancing practices that allows for 2 meters between yourself and others. Please note that unfortunately there are no public washrooms available during your appointment time. On the day of your appointment, if you're not feeling well, please do not come into the office. Simply call and reschedule for a later date. If your appointment is time sensitive, we are available by virtual means. To make an appointment with one of our friendly advisors, please call 604-913-7933. Thank you.
Lose yourself to dance. Lose yourself to dance. Lose yourself to dance. I know you don't get a chance to take a break this often. I know your life is speeding and it isn't stopping. Here, take my shirt and just go ahead and wipe up all the sweat, sweat, sweat. Lose yourself to dance. 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 I know you don't get a chance to take a break this often. I know your life is speeding and it isn't stopping. Here, take my shirt and just go ahead and wipe up all the sweat, sweat, sweat. Lose yourself to dance. 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 Lose yourself to dance.
Thank you, Access, for the wonderful greeting. Up next, we have another quick plug-in from the VPD. I'd like to thank the Vancouver Police Department for, they've also volunteered some time and effort to make this event possible. So with that, we have another quick greeting from the VPD.
Hi-yo-ho.
Okay, thank you, VPD. Appreciate the message and the good words. So today we are blessed to have another group join us here on site. Again, if you're just joining, we've had given performers an opportunity to come on site, still social distancing, as well as an opportunity to send a video. So with that, I'd like to introduce Love Medicine singers and dancers from Vancouver. Love Medicine singers had formed in 2010 and been singing all over the powwow style of singing, also doing performances with a variety of different organizations and private events. A lot of the singers and our dancers too, there are times we utilize both in performances. They are all different styles of dancing and share this with all of you. The group has many benefits for teaching others how to dance and sing at any age. There is a lot of knowledge that is shared by the well-known singers and dancers who travel the powwow season all over. This is our job as a community, to pass the message on to others. So with that, the group will be doing an honor song to honor all of you throughout Turtle Island. And after their first song, they will introduce their group members here today. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy.
Greetings. I'm very honored to be on this unceded territory and to dance lightly today. I'm a Two-Spirit. Moving is Two-Spirit. I'm a Shawnee from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Very honored to be with Love Medicine today and dance the grass walk. Grass walk dance is for when we come out to the land and we step on the grass and flatten it gently. You gotta be aware of our little friends and little bugs and insects.
5 TPs, which is 3 days of dancing, or 70 TPs, which is 7 days of dancing. So I'm very honored today to dance on our land. And I'm very grateful to be here with you guys too in the studio. Thank you for allowing us to have this. All right. So now I'm going to do a dance for you guys. Don't stop. Okay.
John Sam from Whitehorse, Yukon, Shoshone, Tlingit, Dene Nation from the Wolf Clan. I'm glad to be here to honor our people in a good way and to share the medicine with our people so that they know that this way of life is still going on and never stops. It's continued. Thank you.
Leo Linklater is the Sagaslin, Oget Dogany. What's in it? Dowisnin. I'm Leo Linklater from Pucktawagan, Manitoba, Cree Nation. I'd like to give a shout out to all the papas out there. Happy Father's Day. It happened to be on Aboriginal Day, eh? Think about that. Just kidding. Yeah, so I'm very honored to be here. Honored to sing with my brother here, John, and our dancer here, a grass dancer from the Ojibwe tribe from Winnipeg. Yeah, so I'd like thank you guys once again, and that's it.
So we're just gonna give Larissa a breather, and we're gonna sing a intertribal, I guess, or Crow Bell. Crow Bell.
Feel good, man. You guys are making me feel good.
Okay.
Crow Bell, double B.
Anything you like.
Okay.
Brother, yes.
All right.
Hey, you feel good in here. Thank you.
takes a lot of work to do this singing and dancing, and a lot of singers out there do a lot of good things for communities out there, Ontario, Escazone, Alberta, Saskatchewan, BC. I've been to Powell's right across Turtle Island here, and my first time out this way. The last time I was here was in '99, or was it '99? The Indigenous Games they had in Victoria Island. Yeah, that's the first time I visited this place, and it's pretty good. We did some canoe racing back where I come from. They have canoe racing, the Mississippi Challenge. It's a 60-mile race, and that's where I started my paddling and came all the way over here for the Indigenous game. So I think I won silver and 3 bronzes. So the BC natives were the ones that were pretty hard to beat. They were quick, fast. So we're gonna sing another tune, another intertribal tune. This is buddy Irvin Waskowitz. He lives out here. He's a Cree from out east. Sings with Red Bull, and I happened to meet the dude, and very honorable guy. Red Bull singers too, and all the people that are doing this similar thing today on Aboriginal Day. I'd like to give a shout out to my brothers out in North Bay, Toronto, my brothers in Mohawk Nation. Happy Aboriginal Day and happy Father's Day to all you lovable fathers. like to thank you guys for having us here. Just to say, you want to say something before we go?
When I was dancing, I was honoring them back into this world, and that's what we do. We have different ceremonies for that, so I just wanted to explain that to you guys. And thank you again for allowing me to dance on the West Coast, on Squamish Mission land, and such an honor to be with you gentlemen too. Shout out to all my homies, Jacob, Joe, all my grass dancer bros. I had a wonderful day today, and thank you for inviting us. Thank you.
Masi Cho, Galakasla, Hawa, Hi, Miigwech, you know, for everyone in this land, virtual world, I guess you could say, and I'm really glad to be able to come down. Would I like to bring more people here to the drum dance, but you know, social distancing, you know, is important. You know, and I'd like to give thanks to everyone, the organizers, for being here. Also like to give a shout out to my family back home in Whitehurst, and family in Calgary, and all over. You know, pretty big family. So, thank you.
Thank you, Love Medicine. Very powerful performance. Thank you for tuning in, people. There's a number of celebrations out there, so really appreciate you taking the time to come and check us out. We do have a First Nations rock group coming up next. So, Red. The group is called Red, R-E-D. So Red is a synergy of Indigenous energy, originality, and rock and roll. On bass guitar and vocals is Gabe McCormick. Gabe is Helsick from Bella Bella and Whitehorse. Cree from Saddle Lake, Alberta are Chris Cardinal on lead guitar, lead vocals, and Buddy Cardinal on rhythm guitar and vocals. These self-taught musicians have been a unit since 1998. In 2019, Red had a guest appearance with Mike Krebs on drums. Mike, who is Blackfoot from the Piikani Nation in southern Alberta, later joined Red to complete the band. Red has performed at various annual festivals, benefits, national and local gigs throughout their musical career. With an original rock and roll sound and cutting-edge lyrics rooted in classic rock, these guys will not only rock you, they will inspire you. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, again, Red, I'd like to thank you for joining us today, Buddy Cardinal and crew. Enjoy the show, folks.
Hi, I'm Buddy Cardinal. I play for the band Red. I'd just like to thank the organizers for having us out here on this virtual performance. I wish everyone to stay safe and enjoy.
smile. But then the fade to black comes rushing in. Wide awake, I can hear her cry. And all I can do is write a song for them. It's the least that I can do. May none of them be forgotten. Carry the beauty they were with you. Make it right. All of them. Please just stay. Please just stay with me. We were once warriors. Once warriors, we've taken the fall. Taken the fall. We were once warriors. Once warriors, we've taken the fall. And I was so young when I saw the blood dripping from your hands. And I was so young when you were taken from me. Please come home. Please come home to me. We are warriors. We are warriors. We've taken the stand. Taken the stand. We are warriors. We are warriors. We've taken the stand. Taken the stand. And now I'm here. And now I'm here for you. I love this gift. Every day I get to live. We are warriors. We are warriors. We've taken the stand. Taken the stand. We are warriors. Step outside the system and tell me what you see. Coerced to sell your values and serve the beast while on your knees. I can't accept the structure because I know where its nature leads. Designed to consume us all and take us down for the sake of greed. Long before I'm telling you something wicked this way comes. The silent war, we all stand guard to defend us from the world. Sometimes I am on edge to colonize my being just to remember who I am. I hope in some way these words I say will rest with you. See beyond the lights and the signs designed to arrest and imprison you. Oh, I'm told again, it's never enough. The agents of fire want more. After all you've given, where's the answer you're looking for? A realization, gotta be ready to rise. Initiation, I don't know more to stand here and watch it die. Oh no, oh no. Victim to the system, I can say I finally broke free. Yeah, the chains are trying to lock me down and make me sell out on all of my hopes and dreams. Call me crazy, cause what I say I love is not for sale. Oh, to think otherwise is your demise, and it's all guaranteed to fail. Oh, hang on. Gotta be ready to rise. Initiation, we won't handle no more to watch it die. A realization, be ready to walk that line. Annihilation, shot for those who will not fight that fire. In a time so dire, do what's required to tame desire.
Thank you, Red, for the wonderful performance. Happy National Indigenous Peoples Day out there, folks. We hope you're enjoying your day. And again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. So that was Red coming to you live, pre-recorded from Vancouver. Buddy Cardinal, thank you very much for that submission and performance. So up next, we have a greeting all the way from Vancouver Island. We have Premier Scott Fraser, who will be sending us a greeting. And Scott Fraser is the works at the Ministry of Indigenous Relations and Reconciliation. Scott Fraser.
Hello, I'm Scott Fraser, Minister of Indigenous Relations and Reconciliation. It's a great honor to be sending greetings to the people of Vancouver on this very important day, National Indigenous Peoples Day. I am speaking to you from the territory of the Kwanghan peoples and the Songhees and the Esquimalt nations. I'd much rather be with you in person, but I am so grateful we have the technology to keep us connected. This year, it seems this is how people across the entire country are coming together to celebrate the day. A day to celebrate the rich, diverse, and unique culture and heritage of Indigenous peoples, First Nations, Inuit, and Métis. A time to acknowledge the inherent rights of peoples who have lived on these lands since time immemorial. A day to recognize the significant contributions Indigenous peoples have made to the social, cultural, and economic fabric of this great province. everyone has a role to play in reconciliation, to understand our shared history, and to work together to heal and to build a better future. Our government remains committed to doing this work together with Indigenous peoples. I hope you all enjoy the festivities put on by the Metro Vancouver Aboriginal Executive Council, and I wish you all a happy National Indigenous Peoples Day.
Thank you, Minister Fraser, all the way from Vancouver Island. So the next greeting, we have a short video coming from the Vancouver School Board, the Indigenous Education Department. So again, thank you, Vancouver School Board, for coming to join us on this wonderful National Indigenous Peoples Day. Ladies and gentlemen, Vancouver School Board.
Tanzi, good afternoon. My name is Chaz Desjardins, and I'm with the Vancouver School Board with a couple of colleagues here. And we're going to be sharing drum teachings and some songs that have been gifted for us to sing, and we'd like to share that with you this afternoon. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that we are privileged to live, work, and learn on the unceded traditional territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. I raise my hands in gratitude to them for allowing us to be visitors to their lands. I'd like to begin by introducing myself. My name, as I said earlier, is Chaz Desjardins. I'm in Nihio Métis Iskew. On my father's side, Robert Edmond Desjardins, and I'm French, English, and Spanish on my mother's side, Diane Lorraine Johnson. I'm member to the Cold Lake First Nations, and I'm a Treaty 6 Iskew. My ancestors come from the prairies. And my traditional name is Kamanisu Kamawat Pisuwat, which translates from Neheo Wiwin into English as Helper of the Thunderbirds, and I am the District Principal of Indigenous Education with the Vancouver School Board.
Hi, I'm Davida Morrison. I'm Anishinaabe, Quain, Lakota. My traditional name is Nu Magijiwa, to see like a golden eagle. I'm originally from Mississauga Scugog's Island First Nations. And I'm a teacher here at the Vancouver School Board.
My name is Brandon Peters. I'm from the Tla'amin First Nation. That's the area now known as Powell River. I'm the son of William and Vivian Peters. I'm also an Indigenous education teacher with the Vancouver School Board.
We're just going to go through a few drum protocols. These are my protocols that I learned from back home. I'm Anishinaabe. So for us, how we traditionally make these drums is usually from deer, buffalo, bear, or elk. The larger the animal, the deeper the pitch. The smaller the animal, like a deer, the higher the pitch. We take very good care of our drums. They're alive for us, so the spirit is still alive. We feed our drums 4 times a year, twice on the solstices and twice on the equinox. We put a plate of food beside it, and the spirit of that food goes into the spirit of the drum. We clean our drums with sage. There's usually one resting place in our home that they stay and they sleep. We keep them wrapped in cloth or in leather. In the middle of the night, if you hear your drum banging, you wake up and you know that your drum wants to be played, and you connect with it. Our drums remember each song that we teach it. It has its own memory, so if you forget a song, you begin drumming and you can hear the song in your heart. It is the heartbeat of Mother Earth, the nation, our own heartbeats, the cosmos. What else can I tell you? They're very, very sacred items. We treat them with a lot of love and respect. You don't use the drum unless you have permission of the owner, just because all of our good energy is in there and we don't pass them around. The first drum that we make, traditionally we pass on to keep our hearts clean and pure and open. And yeah, those are some of our protocols.
All right, now we're going to, the first song we're going to be doing for you is the Chief Dan George Prayer Song, also called the Coast Salish Anthem. I want to raise my hands to the George family for allowing us to sing this song when it was gifted, and it was gifted by Chief Dan George to the people of this region some time ago. I want to, again, acknowledge the George family for their generosity in allowing us to sing this song.
We'll be singing it a little bit faster because we teach children, so traditionally it's a slow paddle song, but we'll speed it up because we teach kids and their patience isn't as such.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, he loved, he loved, 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 oh, he loved, he loved,
Now we're gonna do the next song we're going to do is called Hatnomech Tistamech. It's Slam and Ayajutham language, and it means I love you and I respect you. It's written by my cousin Drew Blaney of the Tla'amin First Nation, and he has gifted it as long as you acknowledge where it comes from. Switch. Tradesies.
We're going to do our best on this one. We haven't really sung it together too much, so.
It's a tricky one. Okay. 1, 2.
Okay, the next song we're going to do is the Cherokee Morning Song. Some people call it Cherokee Honor Song by Leila. It's a very, very pretty song. It's a social song, so please feel free to join in.
The next song we're going to sing is the Woman's Warrior Song, which was gifted to the public by Martina Pierre, who comes from the Lillooet Nation, and this is sung across Coast Salish territory, and many women and others join in the song, and it's a very beautiful song that we've taught many of our students across the district. So we'd like to honor and in gratitude for Martina Pierre for sharing the song, and now we're going to share it with you. So join in if you know the song. Do you want to kick it out? The next song we're going to sing is a water blessing song, Cherokee Water Blessing Song. Wichita, do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, do ya, day. Wichita, do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, do ya, day. I shot today, way, hey. I shot today, way, last one we're going to share with you is the Gathering Strength Song, which was gifted by Elder Gary Ullman. And I learned this song from a good friend, Rupert Richardson, a few years ago, and I sing it in time of need. And I know right now what's happening in the world, that many people will take this song into their heart and call upon it when they need it. And it's called the Gathering Strength Song. Just gotta remember how it goes now. Okay. All right.
Thank you for allowing us to be in your circle for a little bit. Chi miigwech from all of us to all of you. That's all she wrote.
I guess the one thing though I'd like to add though is if you're going to sing these songs, it's customary on the coast to say where the song came from.
And from the east, yeah. Yeah, and they're all social songs. There's no ceremony or family songs that haven't been gifted. So these are proper protocol.
So we hope you've enjoyed singing along with us or just being witness to our sharing of the songs that we've learned, and we hope that you'll take these away and share them and they go into your heart and you can share them with your family. So thank you for spending some short bit of time with us, and we wish you a very, very good National Indigenous Peoples Day on June 21st, and have a great day with your family and or community. Thank you.
Thank you, Vancouver School Board. Thank you for the wonderful music and the message and the greetings. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in. We've had such a wonderful, amazing show today. That does conclude our performers for today. However, in case you're wondering, there was another performer that we could not get the video up in time to go live with her. That's Madeline McCollum. And once we received the video, Maddie, we're so sorry. We had also a bit of a communication breakdown, but we will get her performance up on the link as soon as we get it. So please watch out for that. And at this time, I'd just like to thank the sponsors, Van City, First Nations Health Authority, and the Metro Vancouver Aboriginal Executive Council. And I believe, those are the three main sponsors to make this event, allowable. And we also have more introductions and thank yous to forthcoming here. And with that, I'll let one of our committee members, before I do, the committee started back in December planning. Our organization committee is called the National Indigenous Day Organizing Committee, or NIDOC, and we've had so much support, so much people come forth just willing to help, so we really appreciate that. All the volunteers, everyone who had a hand in this, we really appreciate it. So thank you, and with that, I'll pass it on to Michael.
Thanks a lot, Clint. Well, we want to appreciate everyone that's helped out getting us here, from the committee to the wonderful people that are behind the cameras that you'll get to meet in a few moments. But big shout out to MVAC. Without them, this whole event wouldn't have happened, and they're big players. And we're going to make sure that all of the videos are going to be uploaded onto YouTube afterwards. So if you missed out at any part of this stream, check in a couple days and we'll have all those video uploaded. You can check it all out. You'll see who the artists are. You can check out their bios. Be very wonderful. Now, if you guys want to participate in this next year, make sure to reach out to MVAC and we will love to have any performers, artists, or anything. We may have a digital component, but we know for sure if COVID's lifted, we're going to go back to our physical event at Trout Lake. So stay tuned for that. Now, that's pretty much all I have. I want to give a great shout out to the man over here, the myth, the legend, the guy who made it happen, Caden. He's our production manager. So let's take it.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Caden Atkinson. I'm the production manager for this whole live stream that we've been doing since around 12 today. But it's been a quite hectic couple of weeks. I was brought on a couple of weeks ago just to kind of wrap this all together. Yeah. So I'd like to give a huge shout out to all of my team here, who's been a big help. First off, we have Brandon Giddens on video here. We have Thomas Hill on camera, as well as Gracie Davis over here, and then currently holding this camera, we have Amanda Michelle as well. So I just want to give a huge shout out to these guys. They're all awesome people. But yeah, so that's about it, guys. I just want to say thanks to all these people. Thank you to MVAC. Thank you to everybody involved for having us on. Yeah, that's about it. So I'll send it back over to the gentleman up front.
Thanks a lot.
Oh.
Thank you, Caden.
You're good.
Yeah,
So
go
yes,
ahead.
thank you, Caden, and production team. Thank you all. Amazing job today. Yeah, without you guys, we would have never been able to do this. So, Caden, I really appreciate that. And yes, Indigenous people, happy Indigenous Day, Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And just before we close off here, I'd just like to acknowledge and thank the Cochelis, the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh for allowing us to live, work, and play on your territory. Thank you.
Thank you.